Hey guys, as of right now, there's going to be no intro or outro to this major tragic event that's happened in Charlotte County yesterday. Let's just get started with the video. The video will explain everything. What's up, guys? I want you just on undivided attention, just here on this video. As you guys just may have heard on my YouTube short, a Charlotte County Sheriff's deputy has passed away during a traffic stop. This tribute with this 2020 Ford Police Interceptor utility, the route is going to be from here, passing Springfield Fire Department, and then it's going to be passing the DOT, the police department, then it's going to pass the construction site, and it's going to be ending at the hospital to pay our respects for that deputy who just recently passed away yesterday afternoon, because I just realized about it just yesterday and I was upset. And without further ado, let's get started with the short or small escort.
Elio was a friend. He was a good family man. He loved his children, and he was a really great cop.
Charlotte County Sheriff Bill Permel choking up, talking about the loss of Corporal Elio Diaz, killed in the line of duty on Sunday afternoon. Permel says Diaz pulled over a truck at this gas station across from the Sunseeker.
Subject, later identified as Andrew Moiston, 24 years old, pulled out a rifle and opened fire on him.
Paramedics rushed him to the hospital, with deputies waiting outside for news about their brother. But Diaz died from his injuries.
A manhunt ensued.
And the witness advised when he left, he did not leave at a high rate of speed. He drove out normal. So he probably wasn't trying to draw attention. He may be right in the area still.
The sheriff says Andrew Moiston was nearby, about 20 minutes away at a Popeyes off of Kings Highway. This viewer video shows deputies with their guns drawn.
And when deputies approached him, he immediately grabbed for a rifle, and one of the deputies fired a shot, striking him in the head. But he also died.
We are working to learn more about Moiston, like if he had a criminal history, what his motive was. We do know that Corporal Diaz has been on the force since 2013, earning awards for his service.
I want you guys to please keep Elio and his family in your thoughts and prayers, especially during this time of year, and he's going to be missed.
We first found out Corporal Diaz passed away from Senator Rick Scott. He said on X, formerly known as Twitter, that he is devastated to hear of the passing, and he has talked to Sheriff Permel. Congressman Greg Steube also spoke out on X, saying his prayers are with all of those involved in responding. Sheriff Permel says that Corporal Diaz leaves behind a family. The family left without a father just about a week before Christmas. Reporting in Charlotte County, Caitlin Knapp, Fox 4.
We continue our live team coverage now. A deputy dies in the line of duty.
Late this afternoon, we started to hear urgent cries for help over the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office police scanner. We believe what started as a traffic stop, or we just confirmed what started as a traffic stop at that Chevron gas station near Sunseeker in Charlotte Harbor, turned into a deadly shooting. This evening, we do have confirmation from the sheriff's office. Now, he did also make this post on Facebook. You can see the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, with the help of surrounding agencies, is currently working 2 active scenes at this time. We also know the sheriff did post a sign showing a badge with a black band around it. Now, we also told you Sheriff Bill Permel was personally bringing the family of that deputy to the hospital. And that's where we find Wink News reporter Olivia Jean standing by. Olivia, what's the latest?
Annette and Taylor, the scene has just cleared up, but for hours I watched as law enforcement filed into the hospital paying their respects, and I watched some of them leave those hospital doors right behind me with tears streaming down their face. Obviously very emotional tonight as the unthinkable has happened to one of their own. And then about 30 minutes ago, they all kind of filed up in a line leaving the hospital. It was unlike something I have ever seen. I want you to take a look at video from that moment. You'll see a long line filed of law enforcement leaving the hospital. I mean, it was at least 50 cars. I saw obviously Charlotte County deputies, but also Northport Police and Sarasota County deputies, a large law enforcement presence here tonight. Now, Sheriff Promell personally escorted the family out of the hospital tonight around 11 o'clock. They all rode in Charlotte County deputies' vehicles. He did say in his press conference that the deputy was a good man and loved his children. It's obviously tonight is a very sad time for the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. I'm live at the hospital. Olivia Jean, Wink News.
This is a live look at the entrance to the emergency room at ShorePoint Health in Port Charlotte, where tonight multiple sources tell Wink News a deputy died in the line of duty. Since sundown, men and women in uniform have made their way to this hospital to pay their respects in a way only deputies and police officers can. And moments ago, the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office posted this image on its Facebook page, a badge with a black band. And that's a symbol of mourning for a deputy who died in the line. We will see this for the next several days as a sign of respect. Hello, I'm Annette Montgomery, and now we have live team coverage of tonight's tragedy. A deputy dies in the line of duty.
And I'm Taylor Word. Senator Rick Scott confirmed the death on X. He said, quote, he's devastated to hear of the passing of a Charlotte County deputy tonight. He says, I spoke with Charlotte County Sheriff Promell to let him know Ann and I are praying for his team and the deputy's family tonight. Please keep them in your prayers. Moments later, Florida's Attorney General Ashley Moody offered her condolences. She wrote on X, quote, heartbreaking news tonight. A Charlotte County Sheriff's deputy lost his life. Please keep the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Promell, and this hero's family in your prayers. It's going to be a very difficult holiday season for so many mourning this tragic loss. On Facebook, all the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office will say is that it's currently working 2 active scenes, and Sheriff Promell will address the media later this evening regarding this.
So we know a deputy is dead, but to this point, we don't know what happened and we don't know why. When we started to hear urgent calls for help on our Charlotte County Sheriff's Office scanners, we rushed Wink News reporter Jillian Haggerty to Charlotte Harbor. And that's where she's live for us at this hour. Jillian, take us through what you've uncovered.
Yes, well, I've spoken to a lot of people today, and I spoke to one witness who actually went to this Chevron right here before shots were even fired. She said that she saw what seemed to be a normal traffic stop, nothing concerning. I also spoke to another witness who actually heard the shots fired. And I mean, if you take a look, this scene is still very much active, and it has looked like this for hours now. The urgency is obvious. Carol Roach knew something bad happened. She didn't know what, just that it was bad.
Then we heard the sirens and the police cars just kept coming and coming and coming like crazy.
This is the scene one Sunday night. The Chevron off Tamiami Trail in Charlotte Harbor, right across from the Sunseeker Resort. Carol was 100% correct. When I got to the scene, I saw Sheriff Bill Promell at the scene. Another witness told me they saw the deputy pull over someone in a white truck in a routine traffic stop.
The cop was parked behind the white pickup with his lights on, and I even said to my friends, I was like, guys, get a load of this. This guy's getting pulled over.
Isabella Palmer described to me that she got a good look at the driver because something in the car got her attention.
It was like a white guy, and he had these glasses on. He had super long hair. The only reason I remembered is because he had a dog in his front seat.
Carl told me she heard gunfire.
First, I'm not sure if it was 6 or 7 shots, but we heard this noise so loud, and then I looked at my husband and he looked at me and he goes, that was gunshots. And then he goes, that was an AR or an AK.
Moments later, police started shutting down roads, including ramps on and off Interstate 75. On Kings Highway, a second scene. Lots of more deputies and police at the Popeyes near the Walmart. Another witness who did not want to be identified sent us this video of what appears to be deputies doing CPR on someone. Meanwhile, another witness called me from inside the emergency room at ShorePoint Health in Port Charlotte. She told me there are dozens of men and women in uniform, and the mood somber.
They have the room caution taped and everything off now, and there was an officer standing outside the door the whole time. He was in the trauma unit over here, a couple doors down.
And just one more time, I mean, you can still see this scene is very much active, and this deputy has been sitting here for hours now. Now we're going to keep trying to get more answers, talk to some more people, and I'm going to rejoin you live at 10:30, hopefully with some new information. But for now, reporting live in Charlotte Harbor, Jillian Haggerty, Wink News.
Jillian, thank you. And while Jillian keeps watch on those two active investigations, our team coverage continues with Wink News reporter Olivia Jean. She's live right here at the hospital. Olivia, what are you seeing and hearing?
Well, Taylor, Annette, I've been here for about 3 hours. I've seen multiple Charlotte County deputy cars here, dozens of deputies here as well as Northport Police. Now, they have been going in and out of those doors, those ambulance-only doors just behind me. We believe first responders rushed the deputy here at ShorePoint Health. I saw some people crying. It's clearly been an emotional situation here at the hospital. A forensic unit with a camera went inside, and that's about all we have confirmed. Now, a hospital employee did tell me just moments ago that Sheriff Promell is personally picking up the family of the deputy and bringing them here to the hospital. I'm live at ShorePoint Health. Olivia Jean, Wink News.
Thank you so much, Olivia. And tonight we are standing by, not going anywhere. We expect the Charlotte County Sheriff to speak to us at some point this evening.
Of course, we'll bring that to you live here on Wink News. Our reporters Jillian Haggerty and Olivia Jean, who you just heard from, will keep working this story at the crime scenes and at the hospital, and join us again live at 10:30, if not before.
And unfortunately, this is not the first time a Charlotte County deputy has lost his life in the line of duty. In November of 2022, Deputy Christopher Taylor was hit and killed by a drunk driver while doing a traffic stop on I-75 in Charlotte County. The woman charged with hitting Deputy Taylor was sentenced to 29 years in prison. Now, there is a section of I-75 between Duncan Road and Harborview Road that has been dedicated to him, and it has been renamed Deputy Sheriff Christopher Taylor Memorial Highway, solidifying his legacy.
This afternoon, just after 3 o'clock, Corporal Elio Diaz conducted a traffic stop on a white pickup truck at this gas station just behind me. During the traffic stop, the subject, later identified as Andrew Moyston, 24 years old, pulled out a rifle and opened fire on him. Elio was rushed to a local hospital, but he succumbed to his injuries. As you can tell, a manhunt ensued, and the deputies were able to locate him not far away. He was at the Popeyes on Kings Highway. And when deputies approached him, he immediately grabbed for a rifle, and one of the deputies fired a shot, striking him in the head. He was flown to a nearby hospital, but he also died. I want you guys to please keep Elio and his family in your thoughts and prayers, especially during this time of year. Elio was a friend. He's a good family man. He loved his children. And he was a really great cop. He's going to be missed. So thank you.
Deputy Corporal Elio Diaz killed in the line of duty. And this morning we're working to find out what exactly happened leading up to that deadly shooting. Thanks for counting on NBC2 News today. I'm Lisa Spooner. Right now we've got team coverage in Charlotte County. Sunday shooting started at a gas station and ended at a restaurant. This morning we have crews at both of those investigations. But first, let's send it over to NBC2 anchor Alan Campbell. He's at the Chevron gas station along US 41 at the base of the Barron Collier Bridge in Port Charlotte, which is where the deputy was shot before the shooter took off. So Alan, walk us through what we know happened.
Well, Lisa, right now we know that Charlotte County Deputy Corporal Elio Diaz was killed in the line of duty. Happened yesterday afternoon around 3 o'clock. The remaining deputies out here on scene right now at this chevron behind me here actually just left. To give you an idea where this chevron is, it's along Tamiami Trail just across from Sunseeker Resort. Sheriff Bill Prummel tells our crew Corporal Diaz was doing a traffic stop around 3 o'clock Sunday at this chevron when a driver, Andrew Mostyn Jr., opened fire, hitting Corporal Diaz. Diaz was taken to the hospital where he later died. Sheriff Prummel says a manhunt began right away looking for Mostyn, who happened to be several miles away at a Popeyes restaurant on Kings Highway. Sheriff Prummel says Mostyn went to grab his rifle when deputies arrived on scene. That's when a deputy opened fire, hitting Mostyn in the head. He too was taken to the hospital where he later died. Right now, I want you to take a listen to what else Sheriff Bill Prummel told our crew about his corporal.
I want you guys to please keep Elio and his family in your thoughts and prayers, especially during this time of year. Elio was a friend. He was a good family man. He loved his children. And he was a really great cop. And he's going to be missed. So thank you.
Several Florida politicians taken to social media following the tragedy, including Attorney General Ashley Moody. Moody posted in part on X last night, "Heartbreaking news tonight. A Charlotte County Sheriff's deputy lost his life. Please keep the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Prummel, and this hero's family in your prayers." Also, Senator Rick Scott posting to X, "Devastated to hear of the passing of a Charlotte County deputy. I spoke with Sheriff Prummel to let him know Ann and I are praying for his team and the deputy's family. Please keep them in your prayers." And before talking with our crew last night, Sheriff Bill Prummel took to Facebook to share this picture late last night in honor of the fallen deputy. Now, this is the second deputy to die in the line of duty. You may remember back in 2022 during the Thanksgiving week, Deputy Christopher Taylor was hit and killed by a drunk driver on I-75. He too was doing a traffic stop when the driver swerved across 2 lanes of traffic and hit him. Deputy Taylor was just 23 years old. He too was engaged to be married. We're going to send it back to you right now, Lisa.
Yeah, so Alan, I do have a question for you. You've been out there for several hours. You mentioned you had spoke with some of the deputies. What was the atmosphere like for them? Were they extremely emotional or just really subdued?
You know, that's a great question. A lot of the deputies who I actually spoke with before they left, they just said this is a sad day for the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, a sad day for law enforcement here along the Gulf Coast. But the deputy did point out, I want to show you this here. A man came up here and posted this cross at the corner here where the chevron is. The deputy says the man just came up here and put that cross here. So when I did speak with the deputy, you can see that he was obviously shaken up. He said, it's just a sad day. Something like this should never, ever have happened to anyone, especially these brave men and women who put their life on the line every day for us. For now, reporting live here in Port Charlotte, I'm Alan Campbell. We'll send it back to you.
Red and blue lights cover 75 like a train. Miles of cars full of people with nothing to say. The sun's out, you think that it's just another November day. Oh, and I can't help but be mad knowing I'll leave and you're gonna stay. They called me on a cell phone telling me there's an officer down, and we prayed for a miracle, but you didn't come back around. Oh, I kissed you goodbye 1,000 times, but never like I'm doing right now. Oh, will absurd that I'm sleeping now. And badge number 457 is all over town. And people keep asking if there's anything they can do, but no one can give me back you. They call me on a cell phone telling me there's an officer down. And we prayed for a miracle, but you didn't come back around. Oh, I kissed you goodbye 1,000 times, but never like I'm doing right now. Oh, with 21 shots going up for the officer down. I held you tight when they told me it's time to let go. And I know that somehow you knew that you were alone. They called me and told me it's my officer down. And I talked to you and begged you, but you didn't come back around. Oh, I kissed you goodbye 1,000 times, but never like I'm doing right now. Oh, with 21 shots going up, I wish you had more time with us, 'cause 33 years ain't enough for the officer down.
May Elio Diaz, Charlotte County Sheriff's Deputy, rest in peace. Rest easy, buddy. Santa will take care of your kids as presents for you. Don't worry about it. Rest easy, Deputy.